This might not be the video you were expecting to stumble across. Maybe it's late at night. Maybe your mind is swirling with thoughts. Or maybe it's early in the morning and the silence around you is heavier than usual. Whatever brought you here, I'm glad you're here. Because I want to talk to you about something real. Something quiet. Something we don't often say out loud. Your absence has an impact. Whether you're the one who stepped away, or the one left behind, I want to hold space for you right now. I want to say the things we're sometimes too afraid to voice. The things we wonder when we lie awake, heart full, but unsure of what to do next. You matter. Your presence matters. And your absence? It echoes in someone's life. Let's be honest. Life has a way of pulling people apart. Time, distance, misunderstandings, unspoken words. Differences that didn't feel so big at first, but somehow widened the space between two people. And sometimes, that space becomes silence. Sometimes, it's easier not to reach out. Sometimes pride or pain or fear builds a wall so high we forget what the ground between us once looked like. But that doesn't mean we don't still feel it. That doesn't mean your absence goes unnoticed. Because to someone, maybe even to many, you were a part of their rhythm, their routine, their life. And now you're not. I want to talk about that feeling. That subtle ache in the background of your day. That memory that catches you off guard while you're scrolling through your phone or driving past a familiar place. That tug on your heart that whispers, I wonder if they think about me too. If you're the one who stepped away, intentionally or not, please hear me out. You were not invisible. You were not insignificant. Your voice, your laughter, your care, it mattered. It still does. Sometimes we walk away because we don't know what else to do. We're hurting, we're overwhelmed, or we're lost ourselves. We might not even have the words to explain why we left. We just knew we couldn't stay. But the people we leave behind? They often don't get that explanation. They just get the silence. The unanswered messages. The shift in tone. The slow fade. And sometimes they sit with that for weeks, months, even years, wondering what happened. Not blaming you. Just wondering. Did I do something wrong? Did they stop caring? Were we ever really close? Do they miss me too? And the truth is, we often do miss each other. We just don't know how to say it. We don't know if the door is still open. So maybe today, this message can be that door. If someone you care about is no longer in your life, whether because of a falling out, time, geography, or just drifting apart, I want you to know this. They felt your absence. Not in a bitter way, not necessarily in pain or anger, but in quiet ways. In the way they looked for your name during a celebration. In the way they wished they could send you a photo of something they knew would make you laugh. In the way they kept thinking, I wish they were here for this. That's impact. That's presence. And even though you're not physically there anymore, part of you still is. You helped shape part of someone's story. And that doesn't go away, even if the chapters changed. Maybe right now you're holding a lot of regret. Maybe you're thinking of a friendship you let go of. A love you couldn't stay in. A family member you haven't spoken to in too long. And you're wondering, is it too late? It's not. It might not look like it used to. And that's okay. Reconnecting doesn't mean going back to who you were. It can mean acknowledging who you are now, and honoring the bond that once was. You don't have to rebuild everything. Sometimes healing starts with just saying, I remember you. I value what we had. And I hope you're okay. That's enough. If you're the one who was left behind, I want to speak directly to your heart. I know how hard it is. I know the late nights where your chest tightens at the memory of a laugh you haven't heard in months. I know the dreams that wake you up, the birthdays you still remember, the old inside jokes that make you smile and hurt at the same time. I know what it's like to not get closure. But here's what I need you to know. Their silence does not diminish your worth. Their leaving is not a reflection of your value. People leave for many reasons. Some will never fully understand. And yes, it's okay to mourn what could have been. But don't let someone's absence convince you that you weren't enough. You are more than enough. You are whole, even when someone else's part of your story ends. Sometimes we learn the most about ourselves through these absences. We learn what we value, what we miss, what we're willing to fight for, and what we're willing to let go of. And that learning, that transformation, it's part of the journey too. Maybe one day you'll cross paths again. Maybe you won't. But either way, that connection changed you. And that means it mattered. We don't always get to finish every story with a perfect resolution. But we can hold those chapters with gratitude. And if you still want to reach out, you can. Not because you need to fix things, but because sometimes, offering kindness or clarity, especially when time has passed, can be the most healing thing of all. It's brave to say, "I miss you." It's brave to say, "I'm sorry." It's brave to say, "I still care." Even if nothing changes after that, you've freed yourself of the weight of wondering. You've turned silence into courage. I don't know your exact story. I don't know who you're thinking about right now. But I know you're human. And I know you've loved. You've laughed. You've cried over people who no longer sit beside you. And that makes you beautifully, painfully, wonderfully alive. Please don't be afraid of that pain. It means you felt something real. And real is rare. So this is your reminder. You matter. Your presence matters. And even your absence has left a mark. Be gentle with yourself. And maybe today's the day you send that message. Or maybe it's the day you finally let it go. Either way, you're doing your best. And I'm proud of you for feeling this deeply. Thank you for watching. If this spoke to you, I hope you'll take a moment to pause, to reflect, or maybe even to share it with someone else who needs this too. You're not alone. You're never as forgotten as you think. And someone, somewhere, still carries your name in the corners of their heart. Absence isn't just the physical space between people. It's the emotional distance that lingers long after someone has stepped away. And sometimes, that absence can feel like a void, silent, heavy, and filled with unspoken words. But here's the truth, your presence, or lack thereof, has an impact. It matters. Whether you're aware of it or not, someone feels your absence. And that feeling? It's valid. When someone leaves, be it a friend, a partner, a family member, their absence isn't just a gap in your daily routine. It's a shift in your emotional landscape. It's the empty chair at the dinner table, the silence where laughter once was, the unreturned text messages. Psychologically, this kind of loss can lead to feelings of grief, even if the separation wasn't due to death. Grief isn't reserved for funerals. It's the mourning of any significant loss. And the absence of someone important can trigger that same deep sorrow. You might feel like you're moving on, going through the motions. But deep down, there's a part of you that aches for the connection that once was. That ache is a testament to the bond you shared. Your absence doesn't just affect the person you're no longer with, it creates ripples. It changes dynamics, alters routines, and reshapes lives. And while these changes can be painful, they also offer opportunities for growth, reflection, and healing. Maybe the person you're thinking of is struggling with your absence. They might be replaying memories, wondering what went wrong, or hoping for a reconciliation. Or perhaps they've found a way to move forward, but your absence still lingers in their heart. Regardless of where they are emotionally, know this: your presence once brought something valuable to their life. And even in your absence, that value remains. If you're the one who's been absent, it's never too late to reach out. A simple message, a heartfelt conversation, or even a shared memory can bridge the gap. Healing isn't about erasing the past, it's about acknowledging it and choosing to move forward with understanding and compassion. And if you're the one feeling the absence, it's okay to grieve. It's okay to miss someone and to wish things were different. But also remember that your worth isn't defined by someone else's presence. You are whole, valuable, and deserving of love and connection. Absence is a complex emotion. It can bring pain, but it can also bring clarity. It can make us appreciate the connections we have and inspire us to nurture them. And it can remind us that every relationship, every bond leaves an imprint on our hearts. So, to both the one who's absent and the one left behind, you matter. Your feelings are valid. And your impact, whether you realize it or not, is profound. Thank you for watching. If this message resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe. And remember, you're not alone. Reach out, connect, and let others know they matter too.